Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joseph, and in today's video we're going to be going through the process of setting up an email service in GoHighLevel. So in order to do this, we're going to go straight to our settings here at the bottom, and we're going to go down to email services. And right here on the email services, this is where we get to set up a dedicated domain for our business emails. This is important because if you don't set that up, what you get will be the default email address from GoHighLevel, which looks something like this. And when you have this as your email address, your emails are likely to land in the spam folders of your clients and your leads. So it's important to use your own personalized email address. So we're going to be using the domain as a personalized email address, and this is how we're going to be setting it up. Now, on my system here, I already have a domain set up. That's for my email domain address, which is jsolutions.net. And in order to add another, which is what we're going to be doing, all you need to do is come here to the dedicated domain and IP and just click on this. And here you can add a new domain. So we're still going to be adding jsolutions.net, but the difference this time is we won't be adding mail.jsolutions.net. The importance of adding this in the system is because GoHighLevel recommends adding a letter or something before your email address. This helps for in protecting your domain, but that won't stop you if you just add your email address without this extra text. So I'm going to show you how that's done. So when we go here, you click on add domain. As you can see, this is GoHighLevel suggestion, lc.mydomain.com. So I did mail.jsolutions.net. So you can do yours this way, or you can just type in your actual domain like this, and that will be accepted as well. So as you can see here, GoHighLevel gives you their recommendation, which means use something like mg.mydomain.com, so that you know, although you'll be sending your emails from a root domain, just to help with deliverability. Okay. Now, once you have your email domain added here, just click add and verify. Okay. So what happens now is GoHighLevel is gonna try to take you into your provider's website. So if you have your GoHighLevel, if you have your domain being run in Godaddy, like I do, when you press continue, that's where it goes to. Another option, if you're not logged in, or maybe you have a client that's hosting their domain and you need them to add the record manually, you can click this button and it will provide the records that are needed to be added into the provider's DNS records. If you need a video on how this is done manually, I will please let me know so I can create that video. Although I'll probably do that very soon to show you how to add this DNS records manually into GoDaddy and other domain provider websites. So for now, we're going to do this automatically. So all I'll do here is to click continue. And once I do that, GoHighLevel is going to try to, detect where my provider's domain is located, which is what's going on right now. So once this is done, as you can see here, GoHighLevel is going to detect what my domain provider is, which is GoDaddy. They also give you the option to find out what records will be added, just like I showed earlier. These records are going to be injected automatically once I click authorize domain, unlike the earlier process where you had the option to do it manually. Doing it automatically is much easier, but you need to have access to the GoDaddy account or wherever the provider domain is located. So once we click authorize domain, it's going to pop up a new page. And as you can see, it's directly finds my account, which I have already logged in. So now all I have to do is press connect to enable the lead connector email records, okay, with jasolutions.net. So once you do that, this is all that needs to be done, and you can now close this process, and it's going to take us back to our GoHighLevel account. So as you can see, the process is being authorized, and it's just going to take a few seconds to get everything injected into my GoDaddy account automatically. This is a quicker process. If you don't want to do the manual work, this is a way to go. You need to have your GoDaddy or your provider domain account logged into for this to work. All right, so once that process is over, this is what you're gonna see. It's gonna show that the domain has been verified, mainly by showing you if each newly injected record has been verified by the system. So all you have to do is scroll down to make sure that everything is green and verified. And if this isn't, make sure to hit the refresh button to after giving it about 60 seconds, hit the refresh to see if they've been verified. If it hasn't been verified in 60 seconds, hit on the verified domain button for it to finish the process. And that's what we have here. So now when you go down, you can see that this has been verified as it says SSL issued. All right. So now the next step will be to configure this new domain that we've set up for our email service. And the first thing you need to do is to fix the dedicated header. Because when you send out an email from this email address, you would prefer if this came out with a name and an email address, okay? Otherwise, this will not work, all right? So as you see, when we make this our default, you click on the three dots right here and set headers, okay? So here you can type in your, you know, domain name or your business name or anything like that, whatever you prefer to be the name that shows up when people receive an email. And then you can put in your email address, and this email address has to have an at, so before your domain name. So for example, info at jasolutions.net. You know, you can also change this to be admin at, or you know, anything you like. So for now, I'm just gonna make it info, all right, jsolutions.net, and then you click save. And once you do that, your dedicated name and header are fully set up, okay? So the next step will be to go into your domain configuration. In your domain configuration, you can get to select what email address is used and to what frequency is it used from every service in GoHighLevel. So for sending appointment confirmation from the calendars, you could determine if you want GA Solutions to do 100% of that, or if you want it to be done 50% from GA Solutions and 50% from my other email address, which is mail.jasolutions.net. Okay, and this helps to protect your domain, and this is quite useful at times. And if you prefer to do it 100%, that's also fine. Okay, and for the payments, emails, for the conversations from the domain, for the bulk emails, you get to decide what goes where. Okay, so for this, I'm more interested in the workflow domain, and that's all we're going to do for now. All right. Okay. All right. So once you're done with that, we can go back to our SMTP service, and we're all set. You can always come back to dedicated domain, or you can click on view configuration to in the email services to come back and change your headers, to verify your domain, to do whatever you want to do, SMTP and everything. Okay. And you can also switch your default domain anytime you want, but you also have to come back to configuration to select your default per service. All right. So the next step will be for us to test this out, and let's see what it does whenever someone submits a form. I would want J Solutions to send out the email. Okay. All right. So let's check that out. All right. So in order to test that out, we're going to use Temp Mail. Okay. So Temp Mail is perfect for testing out workflows and stuff because you don't have to use your personal email, and you can use various email to get this done. All right. So let's start by going using this one. I prefer tempmail.org sometimes, but you can use the other ones as well. So let's use tempmail.org for now. Here you get provided with a temporal email address, so we can test out this form and see how the email is delivered. Okay. So yeah, so now we have our email address, our temporal email address. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna go to my website, and I'm just gonna fill up the form. Okay, and we're gonna use this temporal email address, and I'll say test message. Okay. And once we hit submit, we're going to receive our thank you message. Currently, this is what comes out. All right. And if we go back to temp mail, here you can see exactly how we want it. What we have here is just as we set it up. The name is JA Solutions, and the email that was sent was JA Solutions as well. So as you can see, thank you for submitting our form. This email has been sent by JA Solutions with the header and the email address we want. This helps your branding, this helps your deliverability, this helps your process for lead conversion process, your entire lead conversion process to be much, much smoother. Okay. So as you can see, this is from my workflow. This is basically the email that comes out, well branded, coming out from J Solutions and coming from info@jsolutions.net. So as you can see, immediately this was activated and verified on our end. And because I made this default from the workflow and also default email selected here, this automatically does the job. Okay. So please let me know if you have any questions about this. If I wasn't clear enough, let me know what you'd like me to help out or any questions you'd like me to answer. And if you would like your own GoHighLevel account, if you like the GoHighLevel account for 2 weeks, click the link in the comment section or in the description to go get your own trial account for 2 weeks. If you would like a GoHighLevel account for 1 month, you can also click the link in the description as well, and you can get to talk to me, and we can set that up for you. Okay. So thanks for watching, and please let me know if you need any help. If you have any questions, leave in the comments, and I'll be glad to help. All right. Have a great day, everyone.